Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. First video in 2025. We have new shutters on our windows in the background, if you can see. The ones before were just like paper blinds, literally made out of paper. But anyways, today we're talking about my most worn fragrances. I was going to do this video at the end of December. We did manage to do that. So these are the fragrances that I have been wearing the most in 2024. And we're doing a little twist. Monika has chosen 4 fragrances that she likes the most out of them all, so we will leave them at the end. Let's start with Tom Ford Black Orchid. I've got Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum. I actually can't tell much of a difference between the two of them. I think the Eau de Parfum is slightly more it's a little bit longer lasting than Eau de Toilette, but in general I just love them both. And it smells to me, I sprayed it here. Do you know how it smells like to me? Like this sweet syrup when you're a child, like a throat
syrup.
And it smells so nice to me. But it is a very strong fragrance. I think you described it in one of the videos, Monika, that you have to be confident to pull it off. Like you got to just own it. You're going for it if you're using this fragrance.
Yeah, it smells very good on matte, and I actually don't wear this one because it's supposed to be like unisex, but I actually do prefer it on matte.
Is it too masculine for you? Is that...
Yeah, it is very kind of confident. It's very strong, and I don't know. I think some fragrances just smell better on you, and I think this is one of them.
Okay.
It just smells very masculine to me because it's in your face confidence, I would say.
How else would you describe it? Like, what can you smell here?
It says like it's got like truffle in there, just a very dark, almost like oriental dessert, I would describe it, but also slightly medicinal. It's very intriguing. The
next fragrance that I was wearing the most, and I nearly emptied it, is Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, my beloved fragrance. I will always wear this fragrance a lot because this is my #1 signature fragrance of all time. And this is just super pleasant, Netflix and chill kind of a fragrance, I would say, for a guy. Would you say this one is subtle or not? It's not super strong, that's how I would say. It's not the strongest.
It's there. It's not a weak fragrance. I would say
so nice.
It's just soft.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you want to choose a fragrance for yourself for going out super loud, that would not be the one. But if you want to be close with, let's say, with your woman, and you want her to smell and we want her to be drawn to you, this one I would recommend to you for that kind of scenario. Super nice.
It's more of a romantic vibe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, my #1 signature fragrance of all time. Next one is a very underrated fragrance for a man, I would say, is Lacoste. I don't know the name. You can see it on the screen now, but because it's long and weird. But this is so nice. This is so fresh, very easygoing, grab and go. You just use it and you don't have to worry about what people will think about your fragrance because everybody will love the way you smell. That's the type of fragrance. Like just smell it.
It's very fresh.
Even through the atomizer.
It's so zesty, so good.
I used to wear that quite often for tennis. Actually, I kept it in my tennis bag. This is Lacoste, and obviously they do tennis equipment. I don't know if this is obvious to you, but they do.
And they've got a really nice white one as well, white fragrance.
Yes.
I don't know what the name again. It's weird, but yeah.
But that is the one that I was wearing the most. And I can 100% recommend this to you. And I believe every single person who is watching this video will enjoy this scent.
Yeah,
like every guy will enjoy wearing this fragrance. And every woman, if you're a woman watching this, maybe looking for something for your guy, this is probably one of the top fragrances I would recommend to you if you want to go safe.
Yeah,
seriously, from this list.
It's just a really good freshie.
Absolutely. This one is also fresher fragrance, a bit of a twist because it's a little bit like green, so it smells like more like, I don't know, like grassy, I would say. And this is Creed Green Irish Tweed. I warm this fragrance too much because it's nearly gone.
Yeah.
I can hear something. Can you hear?
A little.
There's a little bit of sound there.
A tiny bit.
I'm pretty much just stopped using it because it's so precious to me.
I love it so much. Yeah, don't spray it. This one was on a contender. It nearly made it into my favorites list. It's like smelling it. It's so like a raw masculine, and it just doesn't have much sweetness in it, which I love. It's just grassy.
It smells like a mature, stable guy.
Yeah, such attractive way. I love this fragrance so much.
This is super cool. Very
nice.
nice.
And it projects so nicely.
Next fragrance I have received a lot of compliments for this fragrance this year, actually, and this is also a freshie. Molecule 01 plus Mandarin. Such a nice fresh fragrance, unique fresh fragrance, I would say. Not your regular. I would describe this one before regular. Don't get me wrong, regular. It's not a bad thing. Regular is like approachable and
smells designer.
Smells designer and easy to understand for most of the people. This one is a little bit more unique because it smells straightforward Mandarin. It's literally how I describe this to you. It just smells like Mandarin, but in a fragrance form. So not as like literally fruit, but it's just made as a fragrance. You can definitely say that this is Mandarin fragrance, but it smells very nice, and people were complimenting me a lot for this fragrance, and I was outside as well. Like it was projecting a lot.
It projects hugely, and the fragrance, what is unique about it is that the fresh notes of like lemon, bergamot, mandarin, they usually are there for the first 30 minutes and then they dissipate and they go away. But because this is like a molecule fragrance, there's actually the fragrance lasts. So if you love that freshness, that, you know, first sniff of most fragrances, then give this one a try, because that gives you that. But throughout the whole length of the fragrance, it's absolutely just, it's sexy, it's sporty, it's just, amazing.
And it actually lasts such a long time, as for fresh especially. Okay, and we're but we are here. Number four on this list. According to Monika, it is Oman Luxury.
I want to explain that these are my favorite ones from the Your Most Worn. So,
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so on you, I loved them this year, and every time you wore them, I was like, okay, he's wearing a good one today.
Yes. Yeah, I've picked 9 fragrances. I put them here in front of us, and Monika picked 4 most favorite ones. I would say that Green Irish Tweed would be just behind this one.
Yeah, I didn't know which one to pick because they're both amazing.
So number 4 is Oman Luxury Overdose. Also very unique, freshy, I would say. It smells gingery, like sparkling gingery drink, but then it's still fresh. A little bit, slightly bit oriental.
It's a bit oody, I would say.
Oody, that's why probably.
It's like you took oud wood from Tom Ford, like a tiny dose of it, and then you put loads of like sparkling ginger tonic Sprite on top. It just smells absolutely amazing.
Can you smell some spices there as well?
Yeah.
So
it's
that's
definitely spicy.
Yeah, that's what it makes it a little bit more oriental, I think, in my opinion, at least. But fantastic fragrance. I think it's very likable as well. Maybe not as crowd pleasing as the ones before I mentioned, like Lacoste one, but this one is still, people will smell you and it'll be like, wow, this is a good fragrance.
And very strong, and especially I enjoyed it in the summer. Because it was just so refreshing, and I could always smell it. Maybe I'll do the next one.
Come on, do the next one.
The next one I absolutely love, and Maciej has worn this one again a lot, and there's a little bit left again.
Not much left, yeah.
It is Leighton exclusive from Parfum de Marly. There is something about this fragrance that just smells amazing in the air. I liked it like in shops when we didn't have this, but I would never actually buy this. And then I bought it, and then I thought, because I wanted something a bit different, and I gave it a try, because sometimes I do randomly. And this one is just so unique, and it smells so good in the air.
Yeah, I just smell the bottle now, so good.
It's just so strong and attractive smelling, but with a twist, because it's not your basic design fragrance.
No,
like Leighton, it could be designer, but this one, Leighton exclusive, you can tell.
People will be intrigued if you get yourself this one. People will be intrigued, like, oh wow, what is this fragrance? I think you may get reactions like, I've never smelled anything like this before. This is unique, but at the same time approachable and lovable. I would say. Oh boy, next fragrance is also a freshie. I think I would put it on probably number 1, my favorite on here, but it would be super tough because all of them are so good, because we have about 1,000 fragrances. They're just behind us here, and I was wearing these 9 the most out of them all, so every single one of them is amazing. But this one is Maison Francis Coco Jean, and it's Amaris Homme Eau de Toilette. Look at the bottle. This is a proof. I was wearing this one a lot. It's nearly gone, and this is just sophisticated, fresh fragrance for a guy. This is a fragrance for a guy who knows his fragrances.
It's like this dependable guy. It just smells fresh, but also intriguing. It's got iris, a bit of coffee, aromatics as well, like rosemary, and it just smells so clean, fresh, masculine, but it's definitely something so unique. You think from the nose, oh, maybe it'll be just like a freshie. No, it's so unique and so good. It projects again, and the last, I can smell it on him for a long time.
And that is surprising to me, because I personally, I didn't have that impression that it lasts so long. But Monika was always saying like, oh, you still smell with Amaret's on. Super nice, sophisticated, fresh fragrance for a guy. But at the same time, very likable for everybody around you. People will enjoy the way you smell.
Yeah,
if you care
amazing.
about it. Oh, last fragrance. I think this... but let me... Don't show the bottle. I think this fragrance has replaced, sort of, Mont Blanc Explorer, because I love that scent profile. I love the scent profile. Creed Aventus, Mont Blanc Explorer. That's a similar vibe. And this one is also in this family, and it is Aloe Vera Essentia. This is my discovery, actually, of this year, I think, at the beginning of this year.
Eau de Parfum.
Eau de Parfum, and I've been wearing this very often. That much is left. So I've used a lot, considering that we have 1,000 fragrances and I wear every day something else, but I'll keep going back to this one because I love it and I think it's amazing. I've got some compliments for this one as well, because how can you not like this perfume, this fragrance, sorry.
Yeah, I love this fragrance on my take. You wore it yesterday.
I did.
You wore it like probably the day before.
I actually did. I started doing this diary for this entire year. I'm going to be noting
every single fragrance.
Every single fragrance I'm wearing, and every day. I sometimes wear more than one fragrance in particular day. So I've started my year with this one, actually.
This is amazing. Absolutely incredible. One of my top finds for men this year. It's Creed Aventus DNA, but it's also a bit more unique, a bit more green and like deep.
Yeah.
Just, it smells so good, and it smells super utterly masculine. Omache projects really well, and that masculinity, like that DNA, also lasts on skin, and I can smell it forever. So it's very good.
If you would like to try any of these, we link every single fragrance in the description below, and also some samples if you don't want to commit for a full bottle. Check out the link below for samples website for each and every fragrance. We link them for you. Give Monika a thumbs up because she's the best, and let us know what was your most worn fragrance. Just one, number one on top of your list last year. We'll go through your comments and we can all see your suggestions as well, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.